Hi, I'm John McCall, Defensive Coordinator at Richland High School in North Richland Hills, Texas. We're a 5A football program competing in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Welcome to the third component of our four-part series of the 3-4 stack defense. Part 3 is the secondary coverage package for the 3-4 stack. In this video, we will break down techniques for matchup zone coverages to give you multiple disguised looks for your secondary. The first coverage we're going to look at today is our robber coverage. It is a pattern read matchup zone, and first we are going to take a look at the alignments of our personnel. Starting with the corner, we want our corner to be 7 yards off the outside receiver with their outside foot stacked on the receiver's inside foot. From there we go to our rover, who is expanded outside the number 2 receiver. His depth is going to be anywhere from our linebacker depth, which is heels at 4.5, and he can also crowd up a little bit to get a different level from our linebackers. So that's something that we play with. We can stem around and get all kinds of spacing off the number 2 receiver. But the key is that we are going to keep an outside technique, very similar to if the rover was playing in a 9 technique on a tight end. Next, we go to our Sam linebacker. The Sam linebacker has just a base alignment, which is going to have heels at 4.5 yards and stacked directly behind the 5-tech defensive end. The playside safety is going to have a depth off the football ranging from 8 to 10 yards, depending upon the talent of our player, and alignment is going to be head up on the offensive tackle. Now for our reads. The corner will have eyes inside to the number 2 receiver to pattern read the release of the number 2 receiver. The rover also keys the number 2 receiver for the same pattern release. The Sam linebacker is keying through to the near back, and the strong safety or the play side safety is keying the high hat, low hat read from the offensive tackle. In the robber coverage, in our pattern read, for our corner, our rover, and our safety, after our safety gets a pass read, we are looking to read now an inside or an outside release by the number 2 receiver. We teach 2 things. The number 2 receiver in the passing game is either going to work for an outside release or they are going to leave the rover for some form of inside release. These are the 2 things that our rover must know, our corner must know, and once the safety gets his pass read with the kick step or drop step of the play side tackle, then his vision goes to the number 2 receiver as well, so he can determine, do I have an inside release or an outside release? Now for our technique, once we get our read off of our key, and we are going to begin with the outside release. With the outside release, the corner is now going to zone drop and be